What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Finally, after like 4 months of waiting, I have a PSA return from Hong Kong. Hong Kong actually came through. PSA Hong Kong, thank you so much. Here's the slabs. They made it after 4 months. I didn't even think I was going to get these back at one stage. If you've watched the last few videos, I'll link them in the comments of the video if I can remember to do that. I reached out to PSA. I was like, where's my cards? They were going for so long. Let's talk about it. So it took 4 months. I submitted the cards in the first week of January 2026, and they came back in the time of recording of this is the 8th of May. So basically in the first week of May, they came back. So 5 months. They actually completed relatively quickly. So they graded and were finished in March. So I was actually able to see the grades in March, first week of March. I saw the grades, I did all that stuff. I got charged for it in March. So obviously when you go through to completion, they do charge you for the submission. And then they just sat there. They sat there completed. And I think that's when, I think a month later, I reached out, and that's when I was getting, having conversations with PSA about like, where are the cards? What are they doing? And it was all them like trying to sort out like a thing. So we don't get tariffs. I don't know if they like sent them back on a ship to Hong Kong. I'm not sure what happened, but a couple of days ago, I just got a notification from Hong Kong and PSA Hong Kong, and also from FedEx to say, hey, your package from PSA Hong Kong's coming. And then that was there, and like in 2 days later, it was here at home in Brisbane, Australia. So it was crazy that I waited 2 months. So benefits of submitting with Hong Kong was that it was way cheaper. So it was at the time, I compared that to another submission, probably about $6 difference per card, as opposed to using a middleman. And the other thing that was a benefit was probably that, actually no, that was probably only a benefit, it was cheaper. It took forever to get these back. I know PSA has been struggling and stuff, but if you want to save yourself money, do it via Hong Kong. It's going to take a while, but you're going to get your cards back. If you're collecting cards for the PC, I would probably do the PC cards through Hong Kong just because it's going to save time. What else was I going to say? I can't remember now because there's just so much going through my head. I'm excited to show you these cards. They're pretty unique. I sent them because they were unique, and I just wanted to send some cheap stuff first because I wasn't sure if the Hong Kong thing was going to work. I'll think about it as we go through the video and show these cards, and if I remember, I'll mention it. So let's do it. Sorry about the desk, super messy, been working from home today. So it is a 20 card submission. These are Taruka cards. So the Taruka cards come from a board game, which I don't know if I've got a set handy. Yes, I do. You can probably still hear me because I've got my mic on. So the Taruka cards come out of one of these. So you can pick these up in Japan. You can go back and watch a video I did a little while ago, which actually goes through the entire deck. I believe they are illustrated by Uyama. Well, they look like a Uyama. Anyway, that's the deck. So this is not everything that's in the deck, but this is 20 cards that I chose to send from the deck. Now, if you want to pick these up yourself, relatively cheap to pick up one of these decks and just grade the cards yourself or put them in the binder because they do all look really nice. And it is also really easy to just pick these up on eBay. They're relatively cheap. I'm going to be selling on mine because I'm going to grade another set eventually. So I'm going to sell the first set I get and get another set. And I'm probably going to try to do every single card in the set, which is pretty crazy. Now, I did get one PSA 9, which I was like, I don't know how these guys... We'll get to it when we get to it, but I don't know how they like decided it was a PSA 9 because they all look really similar and they all look really easy to grade. So let's have a drink and we'll start. So we had these, and this must be part of playing the game. I don't know the game in detail, but there's a first, second, third, and then a weird like fourth place trophy. So first, second, third, fourth, all PSA 10 sequential. The fourth one isn't as cool, but these ones are really cool. So have a look at the Pikachu artwork there. The backs of these ones are all the same for the Pikachus. I'll show you the other cards are slightly different as we go through. So first, second, and third. Honestly, my favorite are the three. And let me know in the comments below what your favorite is out of these three. But I think I'm going to go with number 2. I love the wink. Anyway, so first, second, third, and fourth, all PSA 10. This is just sort of weird. Not sure how they're going to go, but we'll see. So there's also like a red deck as well. So there's a blue and a red. That's all 4. So it's the exact same artwork, but it's in red. So you've got first place here, first, second, third, and fourth. So all in PSA 10. Again, they have the same backs. Then we jump into the other one. So this is where you get into your individual Pokemon. And if you hadn't noticed, everything other than the Pikachus is actually going to be upside down. And that's just how the card is. So the back of these are the same as basically what's on the deck, which is really cool. Lots of cool artwork, lots of Pokemon on the back. We've got Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander, all in PSA 10 sequential. They'll be favorites. Here's our PSA 9, the Zoroark, which I have no idea how this got a 9. It looks like really good on the back, but I don't know. Someone tell me in the comments, how did that get a 9? And then we have all the other individual cards. So we've got Magikarp, got the little pool at the bottom. Looks like he was trying to do a flip upside down. Rayquaza, that's a favorite for sure. Whoop, there goes the camera. Snorlax is upside down. Not sure what he's doing. PSA 10. We've got Meowth, Metagross, Darkrai, and Lucario. So all pretty cool. There's a heap I didn't send. I can't even think of what else is in the set, but this is, mate, I'm like just happy to have a PSA return. Happy to share that. It feels like it's been such a long time since I've done, you know, a PSA video. Actually, I did look before. My last video I posted was in November last year. So I literally haven't had a PSA return for like 5 or 6 months, which is crazy, just crazy to think about. I'm so excited to actually have one back and to be able to share it. I have a sub coming back from Greg at PGCG, who's been middlemaning for me. So I've got that submission coming back. And that was actually all the cards that I sent that I picked up when I was on my Japan holiday last year. So I'm really excited to show that. Also have some Larvitars in there, which I'm excited to see. And the Top Sun Prism Flareon I graded, which is really cool as well. Not the grade, probably the grade I thought it would get, but nothing near a 10 or anything. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna get some more content out real soon. I'll talk to you all soon. Have a good day. Bye.